Hello everybody, welcome to the Mystery Steamboat channel. If you're subscribed already, thumbs up to you. If you're not subscribed, there's a button that says subscribe, there's a bell for notifications. Now I've got some paper here. I've been nominated to do a challenge from Samantha. Samantha, she comes from Leeds! Sorry Samantha, but they say if I say it to her, she's not here, but every time I say to my wife it's Samantha, she goes, oh, I go, it's her from Leeds! And she laughs, so I hope you're laughing as well. But anyway, she's nominated me to do a challenge. It's the 20 question challenge. So there's 5 questions from who Samantha was nominated to do. So I'll do those first. I picked out, well, there's 10 questions she got. I picked out 5 of those. Samantha's then asked 10 questions of her own, and I picked out 5 of them to answer. I then have to answer 10 questions of my own, and I have to nominate 5 people. So I have nominated 5 people, and they should be hopefully tagged into this when I put it on Twitter or YouTube. And that's the Disney Nuggets, Pa and Cy, or P-A-N-C-Y. Sorry if I pronounced that all wrong. Blame it on me being English and you're French, sorry. Then it's Michelle. I'll just say Michelle, I can never remember a YouTube name. Adulting or something. But anyway, she's a Disney girl in America. Juan, have I pronounced that right? Juan is one of my first subscribers from way back when, and he's in Florida, I think. He's definitely American anyway. And Disney Nikki, again, she was one of my first subscribers. And since I've hit my 500 subscribers, I thought let's just pick out the people who have really, meant a lot to me, So they're the 5 I'm going to do. Hopefully they will do, this back as well. And what you have to do is, I'm just going to read off my answers. When I get to my questions, you pick out 5 questions of mine. And the first part, you pick out 5 questions from the first part and answer those. And then you then make up 10 questions of your own and answer those, and then tag 5 of your YouTube, Twitter friends in, and hopefully they do it all. So it's like a chain Q&A really, isn't it? But it's fun anyway. So I've not really written down many answers on here, so I'm just going to go through it. So the first one was and these are all favourites, favourites. So my favourite Marvel movie. My favourite Marvel movie. Now I do like it a lot, and we've got all the Marvel movies over there. My favourite one by a landslide, it says slowly because I couldn't think of the word, is Thor. The very first Thor. It's a bit of a tongue twister there, isn't it? The very first Thor movie was just brilliant. It was, it's directed by Kenneth Branagh. He's a big, Royal Shakespearean actor, so it's a bit sort of weird for him to do that sort of film. I thought to direct it. Very good film. If you've never seen Thor, you should watch that one. The very first one, it's just awesome. Favourite cartoon. Now again, I think Samantha was like, how to do it. I think it's your perception of what you deem a cartoon to be. For me, a cartoon could be a movie or it could be a cartoon character. For me, it's quite simply, it's both really. It's cartoon character and it's been in the movie, and that is Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse is the best. He was there at the start. Well, actually, he wasn't quite at the start. It was Oswald the Rabbit come first. Then it was Mickey Mouse, and then obviously Disney went on from there. Mickey Mouse is just the best. He's done so many cartoons, and his standout cartoon is in Fantasia, and that's the Sorcerer's Apprentice. If you've never seen that, watch Fantasia just for that one sketch. It's just brilliant. All done to music. Don't ask me what the music or who the Sorcerer's Apprentice is the music as well. Just don't ask me who the composer is. Google it. Google it. Favourite superhero. Now again, because I've got all the Marvel movies, you're expecting me to say Marvel, aren't you? You're wrong. It's not Mr. Incredible. No. It is Superman. Superman is my favourite superhero because I've loved Superman from way back when I was little. Because obviously, there's the Superman movies. There was Lois and Clark: New Adventures of Superman. There is Smallville. But for me, Superman went further back than that, further back than the 1978 movie with Christopher Reeve, which was still a classy movie. Just love that movie. But it goes beyond that, which was pre me being on this earth, and that was the George Reeves Superman series from the 60s, which I've got that on DVD. Just love Superman. Just love Superman. Breakfast, favourite breakfast. Now I don't really do breakfast really. I have nibbles. I don't do like full English and all that. Even when we go to Paris or holiday, keep my breakfast small. So generally, if I pick out something, it's either a cereal or it is toast. So I'm going to say toast, just so I can say toast. Oh, what bread should I use? Warburton's. Where does Warburton's come from? That comes from Leeds. Sorry, Samantha. So I'll put that in. Animal, favourite animal. That's easy. Although we're not allowed to have pets in because we rent this place. Favourite animal is cat. Love cats. My parents have got 2 cats, and I just love cats. Although they don't, Raymond's here, and then they clear off. I love cats. The only cat we got in the house is over there. It's one of those things you see at a Chinese restaurant, and it's a little cat. He does that, a little plastic cat, and he waves his little arm. I think it's supposed to it's supposed to say, I can't get the word out, good fortune. But that's the only cat we've got in the house. The little Chinese cat that does that. You've probably seen it online somewhere. Favourite 80s movie? That one, I think I'm just scraping with that one because it is in my favourite movies of all time, top 10 all times, and that is Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. We are talking Captain Kirk, William Shatner, Leonard Nimoy, Bones as in DeForest Kelly, and Ricardo Montalban as Khan. It is the best. They remade it recently. Not the same. You can't replace Ricardo as Khan. Just can't do it. Yes, great. Favourite video game? That's easy. It's Mario. I've probably said that one when I go for Q&As. I love me Mario games. If I knock it down to one Mario game, it's Mario Kart. Love Mario Kart. We haven't got the Wii anymore. I haven't got the Super Nintendo anymore, but I've still got my little DS. Mario Kart is on that. If I were playing that with someone, I would win, because I'm good at it. If I don't win, I sulk big time, because no one can beat me at Mario, because I'm the best. So Mario Kart, for definite. Wild animal I'd like to keep as a pet. That is, I'll give it a little bit of thought. If I actually wrote my answer down. I give it a bit of thought, then it's a no-brainer, because it's what wild animal do I always look for in a zoo that I'm like, well, I want one of them to take it home. It's a meerkat. I'm sure you've all seen the meerkat adverts, and they do it on Coronation Street. If you're watching this around the world, you must have seen the meerkats. I'm guessing they must be in zoos in America. If you've not, just Google meerkats and go on YouTube and look for meerkat clips, because they're just so sweet. I want a meerkat. Favourite celebrity? Well, as you probably know, when I'm doing my other little blogs, I've met lots and lots of celebrities. So I'm just going to base it on not celebrities of past. I'm going to base it on my celebrity of the moment, right now, right here, and that is Tom. I forget his name now. I forget his surname. Tom Ellis. That's it. Tom Ellis. He is Lucifer. He plays Lucifer. He popped up in Miranda, the British sitcom, but he is Lucifer. If you've never seen Lucifer, watch it. I don't do cop shows. Can't stand them really. It is basically a cop show, but it's a cop show with a twist. And he is so good in it. He is so funny. He is my celebrity at the moment. I love Tom Ellis. Not as much as I love my wife more, obviously, but I do love Tom Ellis. Tom Ellis. Watch Lucifer. Watch it and you see. I was part of the hashtag movement to save Lucifer, because after 3 seasons it got cancelled. Then there was a big Twitter thing, save Lucifer, hashtag. I was on that bandwagon and we saved it. The power of Twitter saved it, and it's coming back to Netflix. I think it might be next year. I think they're filming it now, getting ready to film it now. But yeah, Tom Ellis, favourite celebrity of the moment. So that is the questions that were posed by Samantha, and I do apologise, I forget the name of the one who posed them, Samantha as well. So they're the ones there. Now it's my questions. My questions. Favourite CD of all time. Now if you're going to answer this question, I don't want this nonsense of like, I'm going to create my own compilation, or it's now that's what I call music greats hits compilation. No, that is a one album from one artist slash band. Right, one album you'd buy on Amazon or go in a record shop. One album from one artist. Right, got that? So my one album from my one artist is a no-brainer. It's Metallica. It's the Black Album. I don't think there's a bad track on the album. If I've not uploaded it yet on my hashtag Sing Along Saturday, there's going to be a couple of Metallica songs in there that I will slaughter. But Metallica's Black Album, no brainer. Favourite Disney movie? I couldn't have a favourite without making it a Disney slant to it. It's a favourite Disney movie. Now there have been so many, and for me a Disney movie is a cartoon. Not so much the Pixar's, although they're good, not so much the live actions, although they're good. It has to be a proper cartoon. And although The Little Mermaid was the one that got me into Disney, my favourite Disney movie is, and probably always will be, Pinocchio, because it's got a great song. I won't sing it, When You Wish Upon a Star. It's just got it's a great story. It's a great morals. Don't tell lies. I don't tell lies. And the animation. Bearing in mind this film was in 1939, I guess it could be around that sort of time. The animation was phenomenal. If you watch the scene where Pinocchio is in the caravan and everything's moving at different speeds, it's just wonderful, wonderful film. Wonderful film. Favourite drink? Now, I don't drink alcohol at all. I stopped drinking alcohol when I was diagnosed with MS. Didn't really drink a lot of alcohol anyway, but I made a decision I wasn't going to drink. But I do drink lots of other non-alcoholic drinks, but my favourite drink by a mile is milk. I love milk. If we could have a cow in the garden, we could just milk the cow. That'd be so much easier. We might always buy milk. It doesn't have to be milkshake. Just a, jug of milk, carton of milk. I just drink milk. I could drink milk till the cows come home. Ooh. Milk. Yeah. Favourite sweets. Now again, I love lots of sweets. I'm hoping you're going to put this question back when I answer it, because I'm always interested to see what sweets you like eating, especially if you're non-British. Because for me, although there's lots of British sweets that we eat, and I love M&Ms. And although we can only get 3 varieties in this country, just plain chocolate, peanut M&Ms and crispy ones, which is like a Rice Krispie in the middle, but I love M&Ms. Yes, love M&Ms. Favourite book? Ooh, I do animation book. Favourite book? That one is a no-brainer as well. I don't read as much as I used to. I used to read a lot when I worked in London. I was always reading on the train going to London. But it's a no-brainer. Again, I've read lots of books. It's always going to be down the horror slant, because that's what I liked. But if you've not read it, this is the book to read, right? Forget Stephen King, because these books are huge. Forget Stephen King. They are good, but forget Stephen King. Anne Rice, Interview with the Vampire. There's a sequel, Vampire Lestat, which is good as well. Then she's written numerous books since, but it's that one book. If you've seen the movie with Tom Cruise in it, blank that out of your head. It's good, but it's not. The book is so much better. It just oozes style. If you've never read it, read it. Find it in the bookshop, find it on Amazon, find it in your library, read it. It's a very, very good book. Very good book. And I don't really recommend books to anyone. Very good book. Favourite joke? You see, there's so many jokes that I know. I've written this one down because I haven't got a favourite joke. I just want to put it out there so I can tell a joke and see if anyone else out there watching it is going to tell a joke back. So, I went to the doctor's the other day and he told me I needed a pacemaker. So now I've got this Kenyan running 2 metres in front of me wherever I go. Boom, boom. It's not my favourite joke, but I want to tell a joke. Hey. So who's going to do that one back? Who's going to tell a joke back to me? Is it you? Is it you? Right. Favourite TV of all time? That one, again, is a no-brainer. I've got lots of TV shows that I love. We have got, well, we as in me, got lots of TV on DVDs. There were certain shows that I would upgrade to Blu-ray, because I had to have them on Blu-ray because they've been remastered. And we did that for, I'm looking over there now because they're literally over there, Star Trek the original series, Batman the 60s series. But for me, although we've kept them on DVDs and we would never put them on Blu-ray because they're not all on Blu-ray anyway, and it would cost way too much money to replace the collection, is Doctor Who. Doctor Who I watched when I was that high. I would have been, 4 at the time when Tom Baker started. There was a period when I didn't watch it because obviously, everyone watched Doctor Who, would hide behind the sofa, not for the Daleks. Daleks didn't faze me at all. It wasn't even the Cybermen, it was the Cyber Rats. If you ever seen Revenge of the Cybermen, which was the first series of Tom Baker's Doctor Who, Cyber Rats, they were to come out and then kill people. Yeah, that really scared me. So there was a period that I didn't watch Doctor Who because I was terrified. I then came back to Doctor Who when Leela came into it. Leela was the savage who was in a bikini. Yay. But then I was sort of 7, 8 years old, so I was a bit older then, so I could sort of take the scare factors a bit more. But yeah, Doctor Who. And obviously, I've watched it since Tom Baker onwards. I then backtracked and then watched all the William Hartnell, Patrick Troughton, or say all the surviving episodes of Hartnell and Troughton, all of John Pertwee. John Pertwee is awesome. And I did kind of say this to Juan, sorry if I pronounce it wrong, is Juan Delgado. The original Delgado is Roger Delgado from John Pertwee's Doctor Who era. He was the original master. You should check out some John Pertwee stories with the mastering, because Roger Delgado was just amazing. I must have, even at that point, I must have had this thing for, I love watching shows, but I love the baddies the most because he was bad in that one, and I love Roger Delgado. But yeah, Doctor Who, no brainer. No, I've got all the Doctor Who stories on from the telly. I've even got the 2 Dalek movies which they made with Peter Cushing in. Very 60s. They were made in the 60s, but very 60s in style. Although it's supposed to be set in the future, the whole, it was just styled like the 60s, and I just love Doctor Who. No brainer. No brainer. Right. Favourite thing ever is the question, but I'm going to twist it slightly. I'm going to change the rules. I'm a rule breaker. Not the favourite thing ever. I'm going to twist it to the best thing ever. So what is your best thing ever, or your favourite thing ever? Because the best thing ever for me is getting married. The best thing I've ever done. I've never been so happy. Not saying I was miserable before I was married, but I'm so happy to be married to Pauline. She's not here at the minute. She'd probably smack me around ever saying that, but it's the best thing ever to be married to Pauline. It's just the best thing I've ever done. If you're not married, go and find someone, Samantha. Go and find someone, get married. It's the best thing. It's just the loveliest, bestest feeling ever to be married to someone that you love. Brilliant. Favourite restaurant? Now again, I'm hoping people will put this one back as well, because I've kind of got people from England, obviously, so it's always nice to see where the English eat. But I've also got 2 Americans and 1 from France. So I'm always interested to see what you would consider your favourite restaurant. Because for me, although we do eat out in England, we don't eat out as much as we used to. Now we're happily married. Happily married couples don't go out as much today. When you're courting days, you're always out everywhere, aren't you? But when you're married now, we just stay in, cosy feet in front of the telly, and yeah. But my favourite restaurant isn't in this country. My favourite restaurant is in America, and that is in Disney Springs. I'm hoping it's still there. It's Wolfgang Puck's Express. Now, Wolfgang Puck, you might want to Google him. He's a hugely popular chef in America. He's got some Michelin-style restaurants all over the place. Where you may know the name, he does pop up on British telly. Obviously, American telly pops up on. He pretty much does all the catering for the Oscars, the Oscar ceremonies, awards. So if it's good enough for the Oscars, it's good enough for me. But when we go to Florida, I will have a spaghetti bolognese. Now, not be funny, spaghetti bolognese is very simple to do. Even I can make it, although I don't. But whatever he puts in it, it's like, wow, what are you putting in this? Because it just tastes so nice, so nice. So for me, Wolfgang Puck's Express. We've never done a posh Wolfgang Puck. There is another, I think there's maybe one, even two Wolfgang Puck's restaurants in Disney Springs. They're more posher, more expensive, but we're always happy with the Express because I can get my spaghetti bolognese. And then, favourite thing about myself. So I thought I'd turn that. So it's like favourite thing about myself, and see who answers that. Favourite thing about you, isn't it? Favourite thing about myself. So as you all know, I've got a disability. That's not my favourite thing about myself. Could it be my constantly telling jokes? My wife would say, "No, shut up." Would it be my constant talking? No, shut up. The favourite thing about myself that I think is that I'm always smiling. And I always think that if you smile, it's infectious and the people around you smile. So no matter what rubbish you're dealing with in your life, try to smile. I try to smile as much as I can, and smiling just makes the day go better. And if you're having a bad day, because we all have bad days, tomorrow's another day, start smiling tomorrow. Because the smiling is the best medicine ever. So that's the end of my questions there. So basically, the people I've nominated, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people I've nominated, Disney Nuggets, Pa and Sai, Michelle, Juan and Disney Nikki, you have now got to pick 5 questions from the first 10, 5 questions from my 10, which started off in CD of all time, and then you answer those questions. You then answer and pose 10 of your own questions, that you pose 10 questions and answer them, and then nominate 5 more people to get them to do the same. So it's like a chain letter, isn't it, really? A posh internet chain letter. But yeah, hopefully the 5 people I nominated will answer it by way of a video blog. And let's see how they respond. Thanks for watching. Well, there was one question I didn't answer from Samantha's questions when I picked 5 of her 10. If you made it to this far in the video, then you get to see the song that I'm scared to say I like. It's really embarrassing because I like heavy metal. I like Marilyn Manson, Metallica, Slipknot, all of those. A few classics chucked in like the Elvises and the Madonnas, but it pains me to say I like Patience by Take That. Patience by Take That. It was the song from the movie Stardust. I'm not going to sing it for you. My wife loves Take That. She loves Robbie Williams, but me, it just pains me to say I like a Take That song. Shoot me now, everybody. Shoot me now.